Hey, we are back with the promised Neverland. Last time left a sad tone on everybody, but this time we'll probably get a new hope. With the King of Paradise arc. Will this arc be any good, or will this be the downfall of the series? I don't know yet, so let us find out. So without any more hesitation, let us begin. This arc starts with Minerva and 4 of his allies sneaking into a low-budget farm and removing all of the life support for the kids and afterwards burning down the farm. We then see Minerva giving a speech in front of a lot of people about creating a paradise for everybody. Meanwhile, we see Emma's group decipher Minerva's message of where to go, and after figuring out where to go and making a burial for Hugo and Lucas, rest in peace, they head out to find the Jaw of Lion, which one of the kids notes that they saw it on the map near where they found the golden water. We then see the group traveling for days and finding food for themselves. Even some of the members find monkeys, which they use to locate where food is, and the monkeys share some of their food with the group. On the 8th day, after Emma and Ray have a chat, they hear something. It's 2 humans surrounded by demons, so they save them. However, if Hugo and Lucas's deaths were anything to note, it's not to trust strangers. So Ray tries to make them talk, and one of them starts crying and thanking them. The other tries to tell them off, but they both realize that they were saved by humans. They introduce themselves as Jin and Hayato, but quickly Hayato notes that they were the Gracefield escapees and tell them that their boss, Minerva, had been looking for them, which shocks everybody. We learn that over 6 months, this Minerva has saved over 100 kids from farms, which includes Hayato and Jin. They reveal that he has a safe base where no demons have evaded, which will take them 3 days to get to. However, suddenly Chris, the guy who was shot by Andrew the Bastard, his health starts to get worse, which makes everybody worried, but Hayato reveals that there is a farm nearby and that they should steal some of the medical supplies there. We see Emma and the others skeptical about sneaking into a farm, but in the end they don't have a choice. So Emma and Hayato plan to go and ask Zack if he can join, but Anna objects, saying that Zack should stay here to make sure Chris is in a stable condition, and Zack agrees. We learn that in the time skip period, Anna has researched a lot of medicine, so she's knowledgeable. So Emma, Hayato, and Anna, along with Ray, since everybody says he acts like Hugo, decide to sneak into the farm. They try to avoid camera, but are immediately spotted by a demon, which makes the security demon sound the alarms. Ray decides to stay back and give everyone time to find the medicine, but Hayato joins Ray to his dismay. So Emma and Anna are left to find the medicine, while Ray and Hayato distract the demons. Anna finds the medicine and they're about to leave, but as Emma escapes, she's surrounded by demons and are about to be eaten. But one of the people we saw with Minerva earlier saves her in time. Hayato and Rhea arrive a bit later, and Hayato introduces this person to be called Zazie. The party of 5 make it back to the others, and Chris gets the medicine and makes a swift recovery. Afterwards, the group, along with Hayato, Jin, and Zazie, travels to Minerva's hideout. And when they make it there, they're shocked with how big it is. After looking around, Emma is escorted to Minerva's place since he wanted to talk to her alone. And when she makes it there, she's shocked. It's revealed that this Minerva is Norman. I'm glad to see Norman is fine and well, even if the readers already knew he was alive. Emma is so shocked that she runs up to Norman and hugs him while crying, glad to see he's alive. She learns that Norman was shipped out to another farm, and then Norman is introduced to her new family. Norman is shocked with how big the family has gotten, before we see Ray walking up to Norman, and Will Smith slaps him before he cries and hugs him, and Emma, glad to see both are alive with him. Norman explains where he has been and shows his former new farm mark, which some of the kids note are the same as Adam's. Norman also explains how demons operate and how they survive on eating humans. And then Norman explains the experiment farm Lambda 7214 and how it's a lab that modifies and tests humans from low quality human farms. And we learn that Adam and Zazie are from the farm, while Jin and Hayato are from a similar farm. Norman was able to escape thanks to a Minerva's reporter named Smee. However, he died while helping Norman. And then Norman says the most villainous shit he has ever said. He wants to abolish all demons and create a paradise in the demon world, a Neverland, where they can never become adults. Which, by the way, goes against Emma and Ray's whole goal of getting rid of the farms. Everyone cheers and are glad to hear the plan. Even Dawn and Gilda thinks it's a safer plan than the 7-wall idea. Emma acts like she agrees even though we know she doesn't agree with it. Then we see everyone eating eating and having fun and sleep. Emma even oversleeps along with a lot of them. Meanwhile, Norman chats with one of the 4 he was with earlier in the arc, Vincent. They decide that their plan should proceed now due to the event of Hayato, Emma, Ray, and Anna sneaking into the farm and being caught. Meanwhile, Ray confronts Emma about her true feelings about Norman's plan, and she goes off about how she doesn't agree with the plan because she knows that there are good demons like Sunju and Mujika. Ray says that there isn't much they can do before wondering how Sunju and Mujika work without eating humans. They decide to go into Norman's office to reconsider the plan, but meet Vincent and 2 of the others from earlier on, Barbara and CeeLo. They talk about their connection to Norman, or Minerva as they call him, and after talking about Norman for a while, they suddenly talk about hating demons, which gives Emma a face, which makes the 3 call Emma a demon sympathizer. But Vincent tells them that it's too late to negotiate with Norman since he has left this morning to start to plan to meet up with his pawn, some demon. Norman meets with the leader of the demons, Lord Gilan, and bargains with the demons to create an alliance where they will help them take revenge on the demons who wronged those demons in exchange for abolishing the farms and letting the kids go. They agree with the alliance, but both sides have plans to not go through with the other's idea. Turns out Norman's plan is to make a demon civil war amongst themselves and let them kill each other. That way so that no humans is harmed. Jesus, Norman has become a monster. We then see Dominic having recovered, but Chris is still unconscious, and in his room, Emma and Ray talk about how wrong it is to attack demons, thinking about the friendly demons, like Sunju, Mujika, and the Demon's Kid from where they got the golden water from. As they talk about it, they learn that Norman has returned and rushes over to him and asks to talk to him in his office. Ray immediately knows what Norman's plan is, and asks if it's a demon civil war, and Norman confirms it by saying Lord Gilan was a former demon aristocrat but lost his title after being framed by the 5 demon royal family, who are the leaders of the demon world. Emma tells him that she doesn't agree with his plan and mentions that there are some friendly demons and give a description of Mujika to the point that Norman is scared because turns out Mujika is the legendary demon called the evil blooded girl. Turns out Mujika comes from a family of demons that had powerful blood that when consumed could feed a demon to the point where they didn't need to eat humans, which makes Ray note that it's probably why Sunju was able to survive of not eating humans. This actually explains a lot about the Promised Forest arc that I was wondering for a while. Her family was so powerful that the royal family deemed them too dangerous to live and killed most of them. Mujika was the only survivor, and Norman says that Mujika must be killed, which Emma does not agree with. Emma tries to sway Norman from killing her, but he insists. However, Emma tells him that there is another way to save everyone, the 7 walls. Norman says it's a fairy tale, but Emma confirms that it's real, and they have what they need to get there. However, they only know the entrance and not how to exit, which gets Norman pissed since this means it's a suicide mission. Emma hugs him and says that he should stop playing God. Afterwards, Emma and Ray leaves and Norman thinks about what Emma said. He enters an underground room and meets up with the 4 higher-ups and tell them about Mujika and Emma's plan, which angers Barbara. Norman confirms that they will still go with their plan since they're already deep into it. Ratry must have really fucked with your bread. Bread? Really? Ratry must have really fucked up with your brain, huh, Norman? Honestly, Norman seems to have become more and more of a villain. Sure, he has good intentions, but at the same time, trying to create a genocide of demons by starting a civil war to order the death of the only demon that could literally cure the farm problem seems like the most shittiest thing to do. Emma tells her party about the plan, and a lot of them get angry and confused and tries to reason with Emma that Norman's plan is better. Gilda even reminds her that she almost got killed by demons last time, but Ray says she's crazy enough to do the idea, and Dawn steps in and says no matter what they tell her, she's still going to do it since that is who Emma is. Honestly, Dawn gets Emma's kindness towards everybody, and I love to see it. Emma and Ray decide to go on a journey alone to the 7th wall to make the promise, and we see Norman telling Vincent that they're about to leave, and we end the arc with Emma and Ray saying their goodbyes to their party as they head out to the 7 walls. Overall, fine arc. Not as good as Kavidadala or Goldie Pond battle arc, but it's still a fine arc overall. Norman returning was expected, but him turning out to be this monster was such a twist, and really shows how different Emma and Ray's journey has been from Norman's journey. Next time, we will travel to the Seven Walls with the Seven Walls arc. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys, well, next time. Bye bye.